our city's manager to call for our invocation.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The invocation and pledge of allegiance will be led by Commissioner Tompkins at this time.
Please stand. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you again for another beautiful day and a chance to come together and carry out the business for the city of Waycross. Once again, God, I ask you to give us wisdom, give us unity, allow a spirit of peace to reside over this meeting and over this city. And Lord, I pray a special prayer for unity in our city.
Yes.
Lord, let us be good stewards of the money that you've entrusted this city through its taxpayers, and give us the wisdom and understanding to seek you in all matters. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We want to thank our Commissioner Tompkins for leading us in the invocation and also the pledge. At this time, we look to our city's clerk for the decorum.
Decorum 2-66. The mayor, commissioners, staff, and persons in attendance shall conduct themselves in a professional and respectful manner, except when expressly authorized by the mayor. All remarks, comments, and questions shall be directed to the mayor and not to individual commissioners, staff, or persons in attendance. A commissioner, staff, or person in attendance shall not speak at a meeting until the commissioner, staff, or person in attendance has been recognized by the mayor and granted permission to speak or ask a question. All comments, remarks, or questions made by commissioners, staff, or persons in attendance shall address the item or motion that is being discussed or be pertinent to the resolution, ordinance, or agenda item before the commission. No one shall make or use inappropriate, insulting, vulgar, obscene, and/or profane language, or make any offensive remark or comments while speaking, nor shall anyone accuse any other person of being immoral, violating any law, rule, or regulation, or committing any ethical violation. Further, no one shall use this opportunity for public comment to speak about any activity undertaken for political reasons or ends, such as campaigning for votes before an election, campaigning for another person, making speeches, attempting to raise funds, etc., or otherwise promoting oneself or one's private position. The mayor or the mayor pro tem, in the absence of the mayor, shall enforce these rules of decorum. If a commissioner or the city attorney believes that a rule has been broken, said commissioner or city attorney can raise a point of order. The second is not required. The mayor or the mayor pro tem, in the absence of the mayor, can rule on the question, or the mayor or the mayor pro tem, in the absence of the mayor, can allow the commissioner to debate the issue and decide the issue by majority vote. Any speaker who violates any debate or issue or decides the issue by majority vote. Any speaker who violates any of these rules of decorum or is disruptive of the meeting will be asked to stop such behavior, and if he or she continues to be disruptive, may be removed at the discretion of the mayor or the mayor pro tem in the absence of the mayor. Last call. The rules of decorum set out in subsection A shall also apply to commissioners and the mayor speaking in last call. Last call shall be for birthday wishes, congratulatory praises, and well wishes, condolences, sympathy, and public service announcements only. Commissioners shall not call on any private person in attendance to speak during the last call, but with express permission of the mayor, may call on a city department head for inquiry on any matter of public concern. However, the commissioner has not violated Section 17 of the city charter by giving order or instructions to the department head. Back to you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. At this time, we look to see if there's anyone with a motion to receive this agenda for tonight.
Motion to receive agenda.
Second, Mr. Mayor.
We have a motion from our Commissioner Tompkins, a second from our Commissioner Simmons. Looking at the document, are there any additions or deletions? Hearing none, we'll move into voting. All in favor, raise your right hand. Let the record show that all commissioners raised their right hand. It is unanimously received and the agenda is approved. We're moving forward into our executive duties. At this time, we look at our Board of Ethics, and I'm going to look to our city's attorney to read out or to talk to us regarding those.
I'm sorry, to read what?
And this is just dealing with the Board of Ethics appointments.
I believe it's those people with the names. They might want the names. The striped people.
Okay, the names are as follows. Mayor Michelangelo James has nominated Kenneth Kirksey and Felicia Leggett. Each person, each commissioner and the mayor gets to name 2 people. Commissioner Sean Roberts has nominated O.C. Andrews and Connie Kirkland. Commissioner William Simmons, Carlos White, and Ken Tapp. Commissioner Sean Sanders, Charles Johnson, and Marcus Burden. Commissioner William Tompkins, Philip Walker, and Angie Coleman. And Commissioner Evan Nelson has nominated Albert Bussey and Lorene Regulus.
Thank you, Mr. City Attorney. With that, we just need to receive a motion, I believe, to go ahead and to have a second and a motion to go ahead and vote on these names to be entered into not only the record, but also for the purposes, if need be, we can call these names for a Board of Ethics if necessary. So at this time, we entertain a motion to receive these names that have been given for Board of Ethics.
Offer the motion to approve the names.
We have a motion to approve the names from our Commissioner and Mayor Pro Tem, Commissioner Simmons. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second from our Commissioner Tompkins. Generally, there's no debate or conversation regarding these because each of you had the proper time to choose the persons. And if I'm not mistaken, every person that was chosen had to have a background check. So that's another portion of this. So with that, I'll ask everyone who will vote to lift their right hand if they're in favor of the motion. Let the record show that all commissioners raised their right hand in unanimous agreement to receive the Board of Ethics, and that motion is approved. At this time, we look to our city manager for city manager report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, the city manager report, the vision and the mission remain the same. Mr. Mayor, we remain commissioned in the midterm part of our 10-year plan, years 2 through 4. The following items are still being worked, implementing updated policies and performance tracking, of course, strengthening our workforce, complete technology overhaul and system upgrades, getting a sustainable fund infrastructure way ahead, and of course, maintaining consistent, dependable city operations and staff. Mr. Mayor, these are the zones for this week and this month. These are the areas of operation as far as infrastructure, public works. They're mainly in Zone 1 and Zone 3 this week. We did have a series of leaks today. Not sure what started that, but we had 3 major leaks today. So some of this leaks will become the priority when this happens. So if you're out and about in your areas or your communities, you see that on here it might say one thing, but the leaks will force another operation or change. Dirt streets, paving roads going on, construction, water and sewer, water leak repair you see there. Special topics as far as the feedback. Again, this is feedback that we gave to the commission to share with their constituents. This will be part of the retreat that you can go over and kind of consider as far as the options for either mitigating or lowering the alcohol rates, alcohol license rates. And again, for those that might be listening for the first time, we just asked that our residents, when you try to compare a city for city, that is quite difficult. You might be able to compare certain operational items, but city for city is quite difficult. So please do your research when making comparisons. Streets and roads, as far as paving, Bernier Street and Scribbles are update up next. Oak Street is in the process of design phase. Dirt roads are ongoing. Quarterman's in the pre-construction. They will be looking to start the work at the end of the month. The city engineer will be out this week as far as part of the pre-construction phase. Water and waste treatment plant, phase 2. And then again, for those who might be watching for the first time or listening for the first time, you can find the next set of roads, the next 100 roads to be paved on the city's webpage. Go to the engineering department, scroll down to the bottom right hand. You'll see 2 running tabs. One will display the streets, the paved roads, and one will display all the dirt roads that will be getting paved over the next few years. Mr. Mayor Commission, these are the collaboration projects with GDOT. This has not changed this month. Mr. Mayor Commission, these are our ongoing cases for the month. Actually, for the month of January, being worked in February. And all this is ongoing. The team is doing a great job with this. We're actually gonna try a different process as far as just requesting information as far as the demolitions. We do know in the past, we bid demolitions out, it's a little more expensive than we're doing in public works. But right now we're trying to do a cost analysis of, cost versus value. Public works is overworked right now. So it might be a 30% increase in funding. It will take out 30% off of the public works, and they can do other things. So we're trying to look at that scenario, and then I'll bring it to the commission once we look at the prices on that. Monthly finance report. Again, there we're showing the 2023 SPLOS. Year to date, we have about $5 million collected, with $17 million look to come out of that SPLOS over time. Spent about $400K so far on roads and streets. The rest of the money has been appropriated in the vehicle purchases, park repair, infrastructure, and then blighted properties as far as demolitions. Year to date, property taxes collected $3.6 million, local sales tax, and then alcohol permits year to date around about $550K, and then service provided with taxes, 75% of that goes straight to the services of our staff. Mr. Mayor Commission, these are the ways to stay connected for our residents. You can reach out, of course, through our text system, our Civics Plus system for emergency alerts and routine updates. If you want to sign up, just contact Director Simmons and he'll get you signed up for any of these programs. Mr. Mayor, that completes my report, and I will pause for any questions from the commission.
I'll open the floor to the commission to ask any questions you may have of the city manager. We'll start with District 1,
No, sir. Thank you.
District 2,
No, sir.
District 3,
No, sir.
District 4,
No, sir.
and District 5.
No, sir.
No questions, and thank you for your report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Just one quick announcement, and this is part of the mayor's report tonight. The Waycross-Ware County Chamber of Commerce will have a ribbon cutting. This will happen at the Waycross Family Justice Center, and this will be in partnership with Georgia Power and the Memorial Satilla Health. The date will be 2/20/2026, which will be this Friday, and the time is 11 a.m. We would ask that all persons who would like to be involved in this meeting would please feel free to show up and help in this celebration. And again, that's a ribbon cutting for the Waycross Family Justice Center, and it's sponsored again by Georgia Power and Memorial Satilla Health. That'll be this Friday at 11 a.m. And that's all I have, and that takes us into our next portion of our meeting. So at this time, let's look to our agenda. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right one here. All right. So at this time, I believe we have bids. Is that correct?
The consent calendar, Mr. Mayor.
The consent calendar. The consent calendar, that's
Yes, Mr.
correct. And Madam Clerk, if you will.
Mr. Mayor, the consent calendar, approval of minutes, Waycross City Commission Planning and Information Session, Tuesday, January 20th, 2026 at 3 p.m. Waycross City called meeting Tuesday, January 20th, 2026 at 4 p.m. Waycross City Commission meeting Tuesday, January 20th, 2026 at 5 p.m. Ordinance second reading. An ordinance to amend the Code of the City of Waycross, Georgia, to amend Chapter 22, Article 2, Section 22-41, to establish the oath of office for police officers, to provide who shall administer the oath, to provide severability, to provide for an effective date, to provide for renumbering or relettering, and/or other purposes. By adopting this ordinance, the City Commission, upon second reading, will approve amending the oath of office for police officers to reflect the updated language added to OCGA 45-3-7 and allow for the Chief of Police to administer the oath. Mr. Mayor, we have one privilege license renewal, Walgreens M. Altman, 1740 Memorial Drive, Waycross, Georgia, 31501. Applicant change, beer and wine package sales only. Back to you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I believe we do have a second reading tonight for the ordinance, is that correct? Was this the second reading tonight?
Yeah, I just read the
Okay,
second
very
one.
good. So with that, we entertain a motion to receive the consent calendar.
Offer the motion, we approve the consent calendar, Mr. Mayor.
We have a motion from our Commissioner Simmons. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
We have a second from our Commissioner Roberts. Having heard the motion and second, we move into voting. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. The consent calendar passes. Now, I bid.
Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, Purchasing has one item before you this evening. It is for our bid for CDBG Engineering Services. The city is in need of infrastructure improvements, and the city intends to apply for CDBG or Community Development Block Grants and other grants with assistance from the Southern Georgia Regional Commission. We received 6 proposals for this, for these projects. Out of the 6 proposals, after scoring, their highest score went to ESG Engineering of Macon, Georgia. Their cost, once projects would begin, would be 8% of that project, of the total cost of that project. We're asking that the commission approve this bid so that we can have an engineer on hand when these projects start.
Very good. Thank you, Ms. Jackson. At this time, we will entertain a motion for this bid.
Offer the motion, we approve the bid, Mr. Mayor.
We have a motion from our Mayor Pro Tem, Commissioner Simmons. Is there a second?
Yes, sir, I second it.
We have a second from our Commissioner Roberts. Any discussion concerning this bid? We'll ask District 1,
No, sir.
District 2,
No, sir.
District 3,
No, sir.
District 4,
No, sir.
and District 5.
No, sir.
Hearing no discussion, we'll move into voting. All in favor, raise your right hand. We have a unanimous vote and consider the bid passed. And thank you very much. At this time, we look to our city's clerk.
Mr. Mayor, we have 3 resolutions tonight. The first one is a resolution for the city of Waycross, Georgia, to approve ESG Engineering of Macon, Georgia, for the city's community development block grant infrastructure improvement projects for fiscal year 2026 and for other purposes. By adopting this resolution, the City Commission will approve awarding a contract to ESG Engineering of Macon, Georgia, for the city's CDBG infrastructure improvement project, including but not limited to water, sewer, street paving, and/or drainage during FY 2026 for the cost of 8% per project. Back to you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioner, you have heard the resolution read by our city's clerk. What is your pleasure?
Move for approval.
We have a motion for approval by
Second, Mr.
our
Mayor.
Commissioner Nelson and second by our Commissioner Simmons. Any discussion on this resolution? Start with District 1,
No, sir.
District 2,
No, sir.
District 3,
No, sir.
District 4,
No, sir.
and District 5.
No, sir.
Hearing no comments or questions, we'll move into voting. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Resolution passes. Madam Clerk?
The second resolution, a resolution of the City of Waycross, Georgia to approve purchase of 6 police vehicles for the Waycross Police Department and for other purposes. By adopting this resolution, the City Commission will approve the purchase of 6 police pursuit vehicles from Enterprise, fully equipped, for a total of $333,000 to be paid for out of the 2023 Splosh collection, which will allow the WPD to replace old and outdated vehicles that are not well equipped for current police operations. Back to you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioner, you have heard the resolution read by our city's clerk regarding the 6 police vehicles. What is your pleasure?
Move for approval.
We have a motion for approval by our Commissioner Tompkins. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second by our Commissioner Nelson. Any discussion upon this resolution?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Commissioner Nelson.
You said yesterday that these will be fully equipped when they come, correct?
Full equipped, yes, sir.
Okay, that's it, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Any further discussion or questions, comments? Hearing none, we'll move into voting. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Resolution passes. Madam Clerk.
Resolution number 3, a resolution of the City of Waycross, Georgia to reschedule city work session and regular meeting due to commissioner's travel schedule and for other purposes. By adopting this resolution, the City Commission will approve rescheduling the mid-month work session on March 16th, 2026, and regular meeting on March 17th, 2026 to Monday, March 23rd, 2026, and Tuesday, March 24th, 2026, respectfully, at 5 p.m. due to the Commissioner's travel to Washington, D.C. to the National League of Cities Congressional Cities Conference from March 15th to 18th, 2026. Back to you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioner, you have heard the resolution read by our city's clerk regarding the change of the city's work session as well as the actual meeting. What is your pleasure?
I'll offer the motion we approve the resolution, Mr. Mayor.
We have a motion from our Commissioner Simmons. Is there a second?
Yes, sir, I second it.
We have a second from our Commissioner Roberts. Any discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, we move into voting. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. This resolution passes. Do we have an executive session tonight?
We do not, Mr. Mayor.
Madam Clerk, do we have any more business from your area?
No, that's it.
Mr. City Attorney, did you have any?
No, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. Hearing none, we will go to our last call. Now start with the districts, and we'll start with District 1.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mayor. First, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. I'd like to say congratulations to Mr. Jones for his second ring. I also would like to tell all the young ladies and all the young men that are trying to do something for themselves. They are heroes as well. And everybody have a good night. And thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner. District 2.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and I'd like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. And I wanted to read a little something that I put on Facebook. And it was topicked, Least We Forget Center High School. It said, it reads, Center High School in Waycross, Georgia was a prominent African-American school in the segregated school system, with the school building completed in 1926. Located in the city of Waycross, it operated throughout the mid-20th century, expanding in the 1950s with new classrooms and a lunchroom. It served as a vital educational institution for the black community before integration. Center High School was a historically significant black high school in Waycross, Georgia, known for fostering excellence in academics, athletics, character within the community before its closure due to desegregation. Its legacy is preserved through the Center High School Museum at the Ware County Board of Education building, records at the Okefenokee Heritage Center. Center High School played a central role in the black community until it merged with the formerly all-white Waycross High School during integration, which occurred in 1969. Key historical facts. Establishment of the school was completed in 1926. Significance, it served as a critical educational institution for black residents with its history often highlighted in local Black History Month discussions. Operations, it was a key named center for African American education, distinct from other local schools like Northside Elementary and Bailey Street. Expansion. Records from 1952 indicate that Center High School, along with other city schools, received significant additions, including 13 new classrooms and a lunchroom. Location and legacy. The school served as a community pillar, with alumni often becoming educators, business owners, physicians, and civic leaders. It was part of the Waycross school system that later merged with the Ware County school system. Information and artifacts regarding the school are sometimes held at the Okefenokee Heritage Center. The museum dedicated to the school is located at Ware County Board of Education. Athletics. The school had a notable athletic program, and after the merger, coaches like Everett Saunders and Walter Taylor helped with the transition and led junior varsity teams with great success. Students participated in sports such as basketball, football, and track, competing in regional black school networks. History. Following the segregation, the school was closed and the students were integrated into the broader Waycross school system. Historical resources, pictures, yearbooks up to 1962, and documents can be found at Ancestry.com and Okefenokee Heritage Center. May we never forget the history of Center High School and how it molded and changed our lives forever by the grace of God. How it prepared us for our futures, whatever they may have become. How it taught us that we were somebody long before Reverend Jackson coined the phrase. May we never forget our principals and instructors who molded and nurtured us into strong and wise young people. How they cared for us as though we were their children. How they put us on roads to success in life. How they helped to put hope in our lives. Finally, how they helped each one of us to mold a vision for our futures. Center High School, Center High School, Center High School, we love thee. Tigers forever. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Simmons. At this time, Commissioner Sanders.
I would like to thank everybody who came out. I would also like to recognize Ernest Jones for winning his second Super Bowl ring, as well as the Ware County High School basketball team. Their success this year, regional champions, as well as thanking a lot of the constituents within my district who have reached out and brought information to me in a manner to help us solve problems versus just venting. That approach I found is working effective, and I can communicate their opinions and their ideas with the commission, and they receive them well. So please continue along that path. And I have two words, the end, in the spirit of Ernest Jones, and that'll be good night.
Thankful. District 4.
Yes, if you've seen on Facebook, you've seen a post from the city manager, you've seen the Waycross Police Department, and I'm going to make the plea with the citizens as well. Please do not bypass the signs or barricades on Lee Avenue. They're there for your safety, the workers' safety as well. I honestly am kind of surprised that folks have tried to bypass those barriers. But please, you can hinder the work, you could hurt yourself, you could hurt the workers. So please, honor those signs. I understand that you may need to plan accordingly for the detour. Also next month, Scriven Avenue paving is going to begin. So again, plan accordingly, because I know that road, Lee Avenue, are heavily traveled. So please, be mindful of that. It can be frustrating if we have train issues with Lee Avenue being closed, and especially Scriven to be paved. So just plan accordingly. Also, last but not least, I mentioned parks last night. I've reached out to several folks. For the parks in District 4, if you have some suggestions, feel free to reach out to me. Several of you already have. We will be looking at some park improvements, some things that we can do. So please feel free to reach out to me. I appreciate everybody that's come out. I've noticed we're seeing more and more folks that are coming to the meetings. I would encourage everybody to come. It takes a village to run the city, and you're part of that village. That's all.
Thank you, Commissioner Tompkins. Commissioner Nelson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. My condolences to Anthony James on the loss of his mother, and also my condolences to Lexi Price on the loss of her father, E.B. Price, longtime Waycross High coach, football coach. And thank you all for coming out. You have a great night.
Thank you. And I would like to reiterate the thanks to each of you for being present. Just this last weekend, we had the Mayor's Youth Council inaugural Black History Program, and several commissioners were showing there, and I was really appreciative of the attendance of our commission. And certainly I'm appreciative to the young people who did a phenomenal job putting together this program. And they did it with such class and style. I look forward to seeing them sit in these seats and do some of the great things that they were doing, because they have minds to further the city's promise of being great. And I look forward to seeing those great things. And to each of you commissioners, thank you so very much for your time being here tonight, and thank you for perfect attendance thus far. So we're going to get ready to leave this place with not the presence of God, but if you will, let me know if you're ready to go. If you are, I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Yeah, motion and a second. All in favor, aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Well, it sounds like we're ready to go. Have a great day, and everyone, thank you for coming. Have a good evening.